Hello and welcome, viewers and listeners, to another art stream. Ugh. God, sorry, my allergies have been acting up a bit, so my throat's just like kind of phlegmy. But yeah, welcome to another art stream. Today I have Pokemon planned. I felt really motivated to draw last night, which is weird because my wrist has been hurting a lot. But you know what? I said, fuck it. Slap this shit on the schedule. We're gonna do a little drawing today on stream. And we're just gonna see how that goes. So my plan for today is I want to draw a bunch of shiny Pokemon I like. So I've got well, okay, I do like them, but also they're very specific Pokemon as well. Like I wouldn't start telling you, oh yeah, this guy's my favorite specifically. Because, well, you know, Dracofish isn't there. But, I've got Shalfas that I've collected in Cobblemon. And if you don't know what that means, that's all good. Basically, I've been playing a lot of a Minecraft mod that just puts Pokemon into the game. And something you can do on the server I frequent is encounter alpha Pokemon, which are basically just big versions of Pokemon, and I like big Pokemon. I think it's funnier than a small one. So I've been collecting shinies of those guys. And this is my current list of shinies. We're hoping to get my 12th one this later on in the week. I'm looking at getting a Skarmory. So I may make the thumbnail here, I may not, but at the very least I kind of want to draw all these guys here because I do like them quite a bit. I sold one of the ones I have, but I mean I didn't like them too much anyways, and I think I want to change how my canvas is, because I just realized I want the canvas to be vertical. Let's see, where's the option? There it is. There, this is much better. That way I've got room for all the tall Pokemon. So I'm gonna work my way from the bottom coming up here. So we'll start with oh fuck. Tatsugiri. Well, I got two of them. Not all of these I've caught myself. Some of them I've bought, and by some I mean free. I've only bought 3, sold 1, and I want to have a box full of them at some point. I think shiny hunting Pokemon is pretty cool, but in normal Pokemon, like the non-3D games, it's the most boring shit ever. You just, yeah, it's so grindy, especially if you're going for like breeding shinies. I've done so many of those. It's hell, absolute hell. I should probably pull up a reference image of Tatsugiri, but I can use the little one there and my memory to kind of help me through it. I would love to get the third Tatsugiri I'm missing here, but we'll see how long that takes to actually find. That's it, I'm pulling up a reference image. Oh, and we're gonna type things into the wrong browser. I've got a weird setup on my monitors as per usual. When I do a art stream, I have to really divide up my monitors. And I think I've worked out something here to split the chat, but also have my reference images, so it's not too terrible. But yeah, just breaking down the Tatsugiri into basic shapes, like the circle for the head, the oval for the body, and the little bit of rice on the chest. I mean, it's not actually rice, right? Tatsugiri is supposed to be a sushi Pokemon, but I don't think it's actually supposed to be legit rice. I think Tatsugiri is an awesome Pokemon. He's such a silly little guy, especially for a dragon type. I want the, you know what, I'll go with a darker color, make it clear on myself here. Silly little sushi. So there's only some Pokemon that have alpha variants, so I can't really get all the Shalpas that I want. Like, as I mentioned earlier, Dracovish, can't have him as a Shalpa. And that pisses me off because he's like my second favorite Pokemon. But I do have Clodsire, and that makes me very happy. Just gonna zoom in a bit more here. Maybe I should do the back fins before I do anything else. That might be a good idea here. So, before stream, I went out to get some burritos because apparently the one of the local burrito places, and this is a chain, by the way, so me saying local is a bit of a lie, but one of the burrito places locally is like under new management or something, and they did a sale for that, and I'm like, who the fuck cares that you're under new management? And like the sale's not crazy enough to really what do I want to say here? It's not like a ridiculous sale. It's like very specific burrito. So it's like your regular sized burrito with your choice of ground beef, chicken, or vegetarian for like $6 or something. And it's like, okay, I don't really care because those options are so limited. If it was just like any regular sized burrito, fuck yeah, I'd be hyped. Yeah, cool. I'm happy for you. You got new management or whatever. Like, I mean, who cares about the management side of things? Nobody gives a fuck unless the staff was abusive. But it's, so we go there and it's like, I just end up buying a fish burrito for myself. And I didn't realize it's considered weird or something to have fish burritos. Like, I just like fish. It's like my defining character trait. But maybe I am just strange. I'm gonna undo that eye because I should actually probably map out a little better here where the eyes are gonna go. Basically like that. Using these as guidelines. I'll smooth this out in the final. I mean, I could take the circle tool here and actually smooth it out ahead of time. Okay, well that's too big. Yeah, that works. Tatsugiri acting cute as hell. Look at this little guy. You wouldn't eat him. He's such a sweetheart. He's totally not an evil mastermind. No. He's so sweet. Sushi's one of the best things ever created. I love sushi. And if you hate sushi, good. The more for me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm I'm gonna go over with a darker color here. That way we can better identify where the soy sauce is going to go. I don't, so this is the curly tatsugiri I'm doing here. And the curly, when it's shiny, it's darker orange spots kind of end up going brown, so it looks like soy sauce. Ugh. I don't like soy sauce. And I've still got something stuck in my throat. That's not good. Or hiccups, I don't know. I'm gonna rip my throat out. Why don't I do that? That's a good idea. Oh, such a little guy. He's so small. I mean, I did do a shiny one for the last time I did a shiny hunt, but I don't want to do the exact same pose. Where is he? He's somewhere in my files. There's a silly little goober. I have so many art files, it's awesome. So what I do to store my art files is I separate them by the year, and then it's just creation date from there. Okay, so here's a little guy. I think that's good, so I can go over with the pen now. Oh god, so I finally had some of my Hollow Stars merch come in recently, and this was Haka's birthday set, and it's pretty cool. My one issue with it is I can't have glasses in this house because of a certain someone has a track record for breaking them. And I'm not gonna name any names, but I can't have these glasses outside of this room, and I'm not gonna put it in my bedroom because then I'm not gonna use it. And this is like a whiskey glass, so obviously I'm gonna want to use it. But it's just, I've got a mug here too, a glass mug, now with a glass, and it's just, I'm so paranoid of the cat deciding she wants to get a little too silly and knock it over. Somehow I don't like what I did here with the arm. Maybe what I'll do is I'll snake it a bit. Yeah, that might fix it. That's still a bit awkward. Well, because he's too close to the edge. Let's fix that. But yeah, so now I've got a glass taking up like my actual workspace on my desk because I don't have any more space in the corner. Because in the corner, I've got my mug. I've got a Gyarados figure, like a Mega Bloks figure. I've got my Tyranitar LED standee, my small ass fan, and now again from the same set is an acrylic panel because where my acrylic stands are, there's no room. And I'm not getting rid of the Wii over there because, well, the Wii needs to go somewhere. And if I want to play a Wii game, I'm going to leave it there. Or it's like if I want to bring the Switch back in here, I'm going to just switch the Wii out. So there's just no room over there. So I need a shelf in here so I can move my acrylic stands. Maybe I should change the pose a little bit here. Like something like this might be cuter and better resolves my issue with the arm. But then it's like come October, I'm gonna have even more merch come in. Because I ordered like all the fucking Hololive Fest merch because it's pretty cool. I am never ever gonna order a random Sheki again. Last time I did that, I got burnt so hard. I have 3 Oshis. I bought 8 packs. Guess how many of them I got? That's right, 0. Fucking 0. And I was so upset. I got dupes of other guys, and it's like, what the fuck? How does that happen? Statistically, that should not happen. I should have gotten at least 1. But no, it's just go fuck yourself, I guess. Should I try to do this in a different art style? Well, I mean, it's a bit late now. I mean, it's not late. I just had to redo how I do my line work. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too hard to redo my line work. Especially because it says shitty as usual. Yeah, shout out to people who do good line work. I'm not one of them. I don't think I'm good at anything, really. Okay, well, that shouldn't be like that. Maybe like this. No, I'll just go over it again. With a curve. Somehow I've made that worse. Like, I do need some part of this to be flattened out just because it's got its body pressed down on a surface. So if, like, the underside is a little flat and less rounded out, that's not a bad thing, necessarily. I'm going to fix the angle. Oh, I could just copy the eye over. That way I can avoid this issue. Like that. A little bit of distortion might be good though. That's not bad. Okay, well now the head looks really fucking weird. I can round that out here. What I'll do is I'll do it on this layer. That way I can actually better identify what lines need to be erased. This is a weird pose. I'm looking at it now. It's pretty strange. Oh, I forgot the back fins. This is all in the wrong fucking layer too. Now with the big eyes, they gotta be big and sparkly. Oh, he's such a sweet little guy. I'm glad I pulled up the reference because this shit is not helpful for figuring how you need to do these eyes. Maybe I'll... Yeah, I don't need to double up on my lines there. Oh, he looks so cute. Okay, yeah, this is great, but the jaw feels a little too low now. And this feels too natural. Yeah, there we go. That's definitely better. Having the rounded out elbow and shoulder there definitely feels a lot less realistic. Let's merge these layers together so I stop being confused. This has a bit of influence over the shoulder. Not quite like that. Maybe like this. That works, yeah, that works. Just a cute little guy. I definitely think the curly Tatsugiri is definitely my favorite. Well, the shiny, I mean. Where's the most natural point of color to pull from? Maybe about there. Oh, I should try to separate the body as well. Yep, that works. And that's soy sauce on the back as well. Oh god, that fish burrito was great, but man, now I wish I had sushi. But I'm also pretty full, so not... I mean, I don't need to have it. I definitely oversaturated the thumbnail Tatsugiri, but I mean, can you blame me? He's cute as hell. Gonna turn off the background here so I can see what I'm working with. Oh yes, such a cutie. But he's actually a menace. Sometimes that's trope is really fucking annoying though. The really cute thing is actually secretly really satanic or something. Which reminds me, so Worlds happened recently, which is a big the biggest Pokemon tournament. That's where the finals is hosted. And there's fucking protesters there protesting against Pokemon. Like, why? I don't understand. Like, what's so bad about Pokemon that you have to be out there and protest it? It's just people having fun and playing their silly little games. I don't understand. No, I don't like the desaturation. Fucking ridiculous is what it is. I mean, are people just not supposed to enjoy themselves? Are we all supposed to be as miserable as you are? Like, that's crazy. The video I found was this guy ripping Pokemon card packs in front of the protesters, and it's like, one person had the sign that said repent or perish. Kids attend these events. So like, you're just telling a kid who's enjoying something that they're gonna fucking die because they're playing Pokemon is crazy. Like, that's so aggressive. Like, did Pokemon make you cheat on your wife? Like, I don't understand. Like, one of the lines the protester said is, playing Pokemon cards will not grant you eternal life. And it's like, who fucking cares about that? Works for me, but who cares? It's just absurd, really. I don't know, people are too consumed by their faith sometimes. I wish I could show the clip on stream, but I'm not gonna do that. And this is, I think it was fine the way it was originally. Base. I mean, maybe it's a little wide. No, that's not gonna fix it. What if... No, I'm just gonna redraw it. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do here is redraw it. Let me turn this blue so I can actually see what I'm doing here. I wonder though, where in the Bible does it tell you that Pokemon cards are satanic, along with playing games? I'm, as someone who was raised Christian, I don't remember any of that shit, but okay. Must have been in some like new book or something they just came out with recently. Jesus came back and said Pokemon is sin. Or something like that. I don't know. Ridiculous. Ridiculous as in it's really fucking funny. Ridiculous. Because that's what it is. I think it's hilarious. Seeing adults have temper tantrums about Pokemon is really funny. I mean, like, same with the Scalper situation. I hate it. I truly do hate it. But at the same time, watching the fights break out because of the Scalpers is so funny. I'll probably go over and render them all, so at the end, that way I don't mess up any of the shading. Because sometimes when I take breaks between it, I forget how I color, and then it just suddenly doesn't work out anymore. But there is the first Tatsugiri. Now for the second one. And we're not gonna make folders ahead of time. Save me the effort. So the next Tatsugiri is actually the stretchy form. Now this is my least favorite shiny. Not as in I hate him, he's just my least favorite. He goes from yellow, like a solid yellow, to just being shrimp. And I mean, I think that's cool. But could be more interesting. For this one, I think I want it to be laying on the rice. The rice bed. I'm gonna make a circle here over the head. That way I keep them proportionate. I'll go over with the darker lines here actually for the face. Gonna raise it up a bit as well. I've not actually drawn a Tatsugiri ever doing its thing where it's supposed to look like sushi. Interestingly enough. So aside from like the coloration differences, especially when they're shiny, I don't think the form of Tatsugiri really matters. Like, I don't think there's any stat difference. I feel like that's too big. Just for the perspective. Both ends actually are a bit too big. You know what, I'll work with that for now, see how that goes. I forgot the more baselines. Maybe I could make this guy a little drowsy here. So usually the stretchy one is kind of illustrated as quite rigid. Which is interesting, they call him stretchy if he looks so rigid. But he's also so angry looking, and I don't want him to be angry. I want him to be sleepy. I want him to go honk shoe. Or maybe not sleepy. Or I could do sleepy. Oh, he's so tired. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I like that idea a lot. Let me warp this around a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have him just asleep on his own rice. So we'll arc the back a little bit. And we'll lower the arms just a bit too. Just that way you can really tell this guy's honk shoeing. He's still rigid, but he's also really sleepy. Sleeping on his own rice. That works. Let's try to translate this to some lines. Doesn't really look like a bed of rice here, but after some detailing it probably will. Yeah, he's all tired. He's gone honk shoe. I do wonder, I haven't really seen sleeping animations in Pokemon enough to know them, but I wonder if Tatsugiri has a sleeping animation. Is it like this? He sleeps on his own rice? I mean, it has to be pretty comfortable. A bed of rice. Or maybe because it's like they're puffing out their chest, it causes a lot of strain on them. Let's just erase that back. Try it again. Yep, that'll do. Okay, now that just looks weird. I think I've fucked up. Oops, that is the completely wrong thing. I fucked up the perspective along the way here. You know what? Let's just get rid of all that and try again. I can fix it. He's still sleepy. Well, that startled me. My drawing tablet stand just kind of collapsed randomly. I think I was using too much pressure. How do I achieve this? Let me look for other references, I suppose. let me do something here. Let's take this initial sketch and maybe mess around with it a bit. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. Let me try to change it around a little bit. That didn't do at all what I wanted. You know, this will do. And then I'll use a little bit of the rice bed to kind of hide a bit of the body, maybe. Or maybe if I just figure out a way to do the body in a good enough way. This works. Yeah, this works a little bit better. I'm just going to slope this down more. Yeah, like that. And now for the tail. What I could do here is draw out the fin, and then influence the perspective a bit. Oh boy, I select way too much to be copied there. That's fine, it's very easy to be fixed. There we go, I think I got that. There. Issue resolved. And nothing bad happened. I mean, a little bit of the time loss happened, but it's fine. Maybe I should try to do this in one stroke here. I just need this centralized enough. Because I feel like it would look neater if I did it in one stroke. Nope, I'm just losing it a bit in the back. That works, that works. So yeah, this Tatsugiri I bought off of another player on the server. The shiny hunting, the one has been nothing but hell for me. So buying the other one was definitely pretty nice to be able to do so. However, it now leaves me in an interesting spot to get the last one. I can either go gambling for the last one, have a 1 in 3 chance of success if I do ever roll the bloody thing, or I can just hope someone else has one and try to buy it. I'm not hunting this thing ever again. This was awful. It was a miserable hunt, and it's completely deterred me from hunting any other shiny water Pokemon just because their spawn rates suck. However, the shit I want that's only gonna spawn that way, being like Samurai or Basculegion, because I'd love to get those shiny, but we'll have to see what happens with that. Okay, the face is on a bit of an angle here. I do like the idea of him being sleepy, but, you know, maybe that's not quite the right play. Maybe he's just, like, barely awake. Then I'll need to adjust these eyes then. So I kind of did like an eyelash detailing. I'll lift these up a bit. Okay, that's the wrong tool. There's no mouth to add additional... Hell, there's no nose to add additional expression here. Okay, now that just looks too angry. Not really groggy or tired like how I want it to be. You know what? That works. Just the lines a little bit more. There we go. Cool, now we can color. So yeah, this one's gonna be pretty simple. I just do some yellow bands on the back. You got them fresh bands. Damn! I had to color steal real quick. Not gonna do like black lines to separate. I'm just gonna rip it. Not with the paintbrush. What if I just select the body? That way nothing influences over there. Okay, well, you know what? That's not perfect, but we'll work with it. Okay, so that actually did nothing for me. Cool. So interesting that it won't let me select the inside space. Should be... Alright, that works. Should let me... No, okay, I can't change how my selection sits. That is the wrong tool again. What am I doing? Or maybe it'd be better if I went over with this. That is not the curve. This is the curve. That way I can try to get a more consistent shape here. Cool. That works. Because it's like on the actual shiny for the Tatsu here, they add a lot of these bands. I'm not going to count how many, but they add a lot. Well, it's like the Cobblemon one has like 3 bands. That's it. Yes, there's not as much room to work with, but still, it's significantly less. I don't think I'll go over and cut off all the lines. It just looks weird. I think having them rounded out at the edges looks better for sure. Let me get rid of this selection. Yeah, silly little fishy, who's less silly because he's sleepy. Just like the cat who I can hear snoring right now. Alright, that is 2 done. So silly. Well, they're not totally done, just because, well, I didn't actually render them, but that's the wrong layer type. But yeah, I'd probably eat a Tatsugiri, I'm not gonna lie with you and say I won't. Because I would. It's sushi. And it's like, I don't care if it's fake sushi, it's still a fish. Yeah, it's a dragon, but it's still a fish. It is water type, therefore fish. I don't know how else to put it. Okay, well, not everything that's a water type is a fish, but still. Like what Masquerain is a bug, Surskit is a bug. Those aren't fish, but they're bug water. All right, what would be the next most logical one size-wise? Let's see. Probably Fortress? I'd have to compare it against the size of Clodsire. Actually, I think Clodsire's smaller than a Fortress. Let's see. Let's have a look at their size, because... Okay, yeah. So if Fortress is 311, that's the vertical height. But Clodsire, there's no shot. This little bro is 5'11". That's gotta be for length. They are so inconsistent with their heights. But I'll do Clodsire next. I think he's gotta be shorter. I think Shiny Fortress looks really good, but I like the normal color scheme on it quite a bit. It's just, it's a shame it's not that good. I mean, Bug Steel is a very unfortunate type combination if something's just a little hot. Just trying to think of how I want to handle this pose here. I'll figure something out. That's a fucking big circle. Clodsire awesome, one of the Pokemon of all time, to be sure. I'll move it away from the edge and I can move it over once it's actually done. Let's get rid of the Tatsukiris in front, that way I can see what I'm doing better. I kind of want them to be like pushing up off the ground a bit. Like a big, hey, look at me, I'm so cool, look, I'm tall. I'm a tall little guy. When he's actually the shortest guy in the whole room. And he's got to be smiling because Clodsire's the happiest little guy ever. Because it's like, I feel like a closed mouth. Oh, bro is smug. Oh, ooh, he is smug. Never mind, we're keeping him smug. I like that more. I feel like he'd be showing off his Rolly to me. If he had one. So my plan initially for this week was I was going to stream myself trying to shelf hunt for my Chandelure, but if you pay attention to my Twitter, you would have noticed that I've already gotten it. And I mean, if you also pay attention to my screenshot, you would have noticed I've already got it. So that was cool. That was probably the easiest shiny hunt period I've ever done. So how shiny hunting works, and in Cobblemon, at least on the server I play on, is the more Pokemon of one species you catch, pardon me, the higher your catch combo goes. But after 60, that's it. You don't get any additional effects or bonuses. So it's like, as your combo goes up, you get higher chance for shiny, higher chance for sized, and also higher chance for better stats. Well, it caps out at 60. But I like to go above 60 just to keep track of how many of them I've seen, how many of them I've caught. That's still too close to the edge. And it's the wrong layer. Fuck. So it's like I hit my 60 and that's why I start switching over to using shiny sandwiches. And I don't really have many shiny boosters right now. The ones I do have I'm saving for stream. But someone popped a shiny booster the other night and I was so fucking tired. It was past 1. I really wanted to go to bed, but I said, fuck it, I'll run the shiny booster, just try my luck because I don't have the boosters myself. And I'm so glad I did that because I popped off that sandwich. I got 30 of them to spawn, which is way better than what I normally do. I get like maybe 10 per sandwich, which is, I mean, not bad. Not great either, but still. And it's like the last one I got. I still had 9 minutes on the sandwich, and I kind of left after this one. So it's technically the last one I got was my Shalfa. And it's like, damn, I was so excited to see her. She's so pretty. So that was catch 140 free, which is interesting because if you rearrange the numbers, it gives you my Clodsire catch combo of 314. So yeah, we'll be doing Skarmory later on in the week. And if I get this shiny Skarmory somehow before then, I guess I'll do Spirit Tomb. That'd be crazy though for me to get it so quickly. I don't know if I like it with mouth open or not. I just like how smuggy looks with it closed, so I think I'll keep with that. Oh, that is a completely wrong size. No wonder that looks weird. There we go, that's better. I was like, what? And why does my curved line look so weird in comparison to this line? That's because it's a completely different size and I've done blundered. This is one fat Clodsire. Definitely one of the greatest to ever do it. Fat Clodsire. Oh, look at this little guy. He's so chilly. Okay, now that's a little weird. Maybe like this. There we go. And I want to add like a little bit of thickness. Yeah. Just a bit of depth underneath. Oh god, he's so silly. Who told you to be this silly, huh? I did? Yeah, you're right, I'm at fault. For the silly little Claude sire. Does this scale up well with the other one? No, not at all. Alright, there we go, that scales. And then we'll go back to doing a fin line. Okay, well I've done buggered that up. I had a good flow to my lines and I'm like, damn, how do I do the face again? And it's like, oops, too late, you messed it up. I don't want it to be too high. Maybe it's because I had the mouth so up high in comparison to the eyes. I can fix that. What if I just select it? Okay, cool. So just a thin white line? Yeah. Not a thin white line, a thin black line. I've just really botched that. No, we're gonna undo that. That did not work out at all how I thought it was gonna be. I'm just gonna... Yeah. Just select the mouth like that, not use the selection tool. We're not getting fancy. We are getting lazy though. And then we're gonna drop the nose a bit as well. Yeah, that's not bad. I can work with that. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should change the tail as well a bit here. Oh boy, that's not working out. Maybe I should just make a circle to do the tail. That might work a bit better. I'm gonna do it on a separate layer though. A separate layer, there we go. All right, now we can go back and correct this. And then I'll merge it. And it'll be awesome. He'll be the roundest Claude Sire ever, who's ever been round. It'll be smug and cool and awesome. See, Claude Sire is such a cool Pokemon because it stays true to the philosophy of Pokemon. Like, it's not too cute, because it's still weird, especially because it's got the spikes that come out of the back. And it can also be cool at the same time it's being cute. I feel like I've messed it up again. Spectacular. I was gonna do the spikes here, but he's not angry. He's not upset. I should probably adjust this hind foot though to be in more line with the other ones. You know what, I'll go over with this first. I'll do this. Change it blue so I know it's different. Lower it a bit. And boom. Now we can erase that line. Okay, well now these paws look kind of weird. No, okay, I've botched this horribly. I'm gonna undo all that. Nope, that was a bad idea. Let's just merge that down. Honestly, the feet aren't gonna be showing. So, you know, they're a little weird, they're a little weird. I can still try to adjust it a bit, but not too much. Yep, that works. Now we can color the silly little guy. Clodsire has such a good shiny as well. I just could actually make it a little paler. There we go. I like saturating my colors a bit. It's fun. Alright, now let's make sure there's no bleeding going on here. You know, sometimes I look through guides on how to speed up the drawing process. And I think that sounds pretty good sometimes. I feel like, damn, I should incorporate that. And then I go back to doing the way I've been doing things since forever. And it's like, okay, well, see, this is why we're slow. Is because you can't be bothered to actually change anything and incorporate your learning. Clodsire, no, you're crushing the Tatsugiri. Get off of him. Hi, Archer. Yeah. Silly little Clodsire. The hell is layer free? Nothing. Cool, I made a folder and then I made another folder. I should really label these. There we go. I think I'll do Fortress next. Hope you're having a good day so far, Archer. Today I'm working on drawing a bunch of my shiny alpha Pokemon I have, which is Pokemon I've got in the Cobblemon Delta server, and basically they're really big shinies. They're quite rare because only certain ones exist, but I want to draw all the ones I have in preparation for getting my 12th one, hopefully this week, being Skarmory. But yeah, I think I'll do a Fortress here, and then probably Cryogonal. Actually, how big is Cryogonal? Because I want to try and scale these a little bit equally. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Cryogonal is actually shorter than Fortress. Okay, I guess we'll do Cryogonal, which is what I didn't want to do right away because he seems annoying. Very angular, but whatever. We'll do him. One of the few people to ever draw a Cryogonal art. It's happening right now. How do you even pose this guy? Is there even a way to do it? A part of me doesn't think there is a way to pose it. It's just a snowflake. Thank you. The shiny hunting is pretty brain dead in Cobblemon, but it's not like I'm miserable when I do it. Okay, what's the best way I can... Oh yeah, that's a good line right there. We'll start with this shape. I'm gonna hide the Clodsire away for now. Clodsire's being hidden. He hasn't done anything wrong, he's just gonna hide. So Cryogonal's pretty damn angular. So I'm gonna have to make a lot of use of my tools here. Basically, I'm just gonna have to create a lot of layers here for the detailing. And then use that as guides. So it's like, here's the kind of like blue bands it would have on the center. I feel like that might be a bit too thick for it because there's supposed to be two. I don't hate my Cryogonal. Like, he was one of my accidental shinies I just came across while doing other things. So I don't hate him. But sometimes I'm a little upset when I see him. It's like, why did I get you? I could have gotten something way cooler. But I still treat him right. Like, in one of the servers, someone made a little amusement park, and they have minecarts there. But Pokemon can sit in Minecraft as any other Minecraft entity would. So myself and one of my friends, we were just messing around, putting our Pokemon on the carousel, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna be the only person to ever be nice to a Cryogonal real quick. I'm gonna let him ride on the carousel, and it was really cute. I felt like he had a good time. Like, Cryogonal is definitely one of the more hated Pokemon. I mean, it's an Objectmon. People hate those until they don't hate them. This is a very interesting visual effect here. Yeah, I think every Pokemon deserves to be loved, and I'm sure somebody's favorite Pokemon is probably Cryogonal. It's definitely not my favorite, but I wouldn't get rid of him. I think the one I'm genuinely the least happy about out of all my shiny alphas is Claydol. Because that came while I was hunting for shiny Tatsugiri, and that was like one of the worst hunts I've ever done. Just because of the spawn rate, it was so miserable. And just to randomly have the Claydol spawn as I was trying to get to the spot, to the hunt, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Get out of here. So I got one of my friends to catch it instead, because I wasn't going to break my catch combo for it, but I didn't want to miss out on my chance to get it. Because, I mean, it's a shiny. We take those. It's not like Claydol has a bad shiny. It's just that was like the worst time for it to show up, was then. Actually need to put a little bit of chips into the side of the face here. I mean, it's all a face, it's a snowflake. That looks pretty even. And then these lower ones are actually pretty off center. Kind of like to here. My dad has recently got into playing Violet. And he's actually done really well for himself. He has now beaten the game, like he's seen the credits and everything. And I feel bad because I kind of accidentally shitted on him a bit, commenting on how easy the Elite Four and Champion fight was in this game. So that kind of hurt him a little bit. But then when he did the end game fight, that one he commented on being really difficult. And like, yeah, that one was challenging for me too. Like I almost lost, and he was like, he straight up lived with his last Pokemon being on 6 HP, and it's like, that's wild. Is it even straight? No. I thought I had it centered. You know what, I'm just gonna go through like with a pink line or something here. So I'm happy for him to beat the game. And it's like, I feel like I could definitely do better in that fight now that I definitely learned a lot more about Pokemon strategies. But I'm especially happy for him to be able to achieve that first try. That fight, because that was rough. But I appreciate them doing a rough fight. Pokemon, I mean. So did you hear the news, Archer? There's a Kirby Air Riders Direct happening. I bet you're excited for that. Awesome. How long did they say that Direct was gonna be? It was like pretty lengthy, right? Let me see where the post. 45 minutes? Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. A lot of information. Is it Switch 2 exclusive? Is that why you have to get it? I feel like that's not quite right what I've done there. I don't have any plans for getting a Switch 2 myself until they announce a new Fire Emblem game. Well, maybe check to see if it is Switch 2 exclusive or not. Because if it's not, you could save a bit of money. Maybe I should have done this cryogonal with the symmetry tool. A bit late for symmetry now. Okay, maybe I should have used symmetry. God damn it. Yeah, let's just redo the face real quick, because it seems so off balance here. Switch to exclusive then, alright. Looks like you'll have to get one then. Let's reset my camera angle here. I'll put down a symmetry tool, and then we're going to rotate this a bit, line it up. That'll do. And then I'll take one of these higher layers and work on the face like that. I haven't played any Kirby game, I don't think. So I don't really know anything about the series. Like I think I've only played demos on the 3DS, and I've played like every single demo they put out on the 3DS. Just because it's like, you play that stuff as a kid because you don't have money for new games, so you just have infinite demos. Like I even played like the Project Mirai game on there, which is the like one of the Miku games. You only played spin-offs aside from 64? Fair enough. How many Kirby spin-offs are there? Like, I think there's like that one dessert game on the Switch. And there's a Kirby fighting game. Crazy, by the way, that there's a Kirby fighting game. There should have been a Fire Emblem fighting game, because that would have been awesome. I don't feel like this line is too thick. I feel like I've just done my spacing on the face a bit wrong here. Or maybe it is too thick. I'm gonna pull it out just a little bit. Or, you know, undo that. And then we'll just like do a small little chip in the side. And that should give me more space to work with here. That doesn't seem very centered, so I'm going to lower that a bit. Yep, that works. And maybe by having the chip be a little bit smaller. This look a bit more natural now. Okay, no, still not quite right. Maybe I gotta look at a better reference image for Cryogonal. Oh, that's better. Okay, I see what I've done wrong now, so I can actually start this line from like here, end it about here. Yeah, I really can't get creative with it, like because it's so angular. There's no real room to be even remotely creative with it, which is surprising because a snowflake, every snowflake is unique, but apparently not Cryogonals, they're all uniform. But I want to do them all, and I mean, it's a learning experience either way. such a weird Pokemon. Okay, I've got that sorted out now for the jaw. I'll start it like this. Actually, maybe I'll make it count. No, I'm gonna start from the top. Almost had it there. There, that's it. That looks a lot more right. Very simple geometry on this guy. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do great on it, but it's quite shrimple actually. Oh great, I'm too close to the border now. I just noticed that. What I could do here, just to save a bit of effort, is just copy this one around and move that. Before that, I should move everything over. Oh, that's cool. I didn't select the right layer. Let's just remove this guy's face. There we go. Well, I don't think the snowflakes should be cooked. If I know anything about deep fryers, you don't put ice into them. And that's about all I can tell you about deep fryers. I saw this one video the other day of this guy reacting to, what was it, like Jack in the Box Red 40 chips, which is crazy, by the way. You just put food dye on chips? That's absurd. But yeah, he was reacting to eating those, and as he was filming himself eating them, some other guy comes in and just dumps ice into the deep fryer and then leaves, and it's like, huh? The fuck is up with that? Just strange timing, I suppose, to be doing that. Like, perfect place, perfect time type of deal. I'm gonna make so many layers here, just duplicate them all. This is like the second cryogonal fan art in existence. Coming to you live. I'm making history here. I mean, there's definitely less popular Pokemon than cryogonal. And that's excluding Gen 9 Pokemon, because people still have to get used to those. So I feel like that's a bit unfair to include those. I'm trying to think of unpopular Pokemon And the first one that came to my mind is like the Gen 8 rodent Grenadin. He doesn't do anything. Like yeah, fine design or whatever, but it's just like, I don't think he has anything that stands out about him. No memes, no nothing. Not really known for anything. Like, you've got your arguments for other ones. So you have Burrit, iconic. He's been memed and he's adorable. He's a little slinky. You got Rattata. Gen 1 Mon gets a pass. You get Zigzagoon. That's your GOAT. He's got Pickup, and Pickup's crazy. Bidoof is memed on. I mean, I guess people forget about Bunnelby, because I don't know what to say about Bunnelby or Patrat. Actually, I have nothing to say about those. I think people just call Patrat ugly. Like, this isn't me trying to dunk on anyone who likes Grenadin and just saying it's like, is this Pokemon even really thought about? To me, I don't really think so. But that's just me. I mean, everybody's got a favorite Pokemon. And every Pokemon is someone's favorite Pokemon. But the same thing makes me wonder, what is the least popular starter then? Because there's gotta be one that people just don't like that much, and part of me thinks it's Chespin. Because I so rarely hear people ever speak positively about it. Now, I like Chespin. I don't like I don't like Quilladin too much. He's a little awkward, and Chestnut's cool as hell. But I don't think people like the Chespin line very much. I mean, that's just my perspective on things. I'm not surveying people enough to know. But I feel like that's got to be the least popular starter. I've messed up here, making that have depth. I'll come back to that. Yeah, I feel like Emboar is pretty hated on just because he's another firefighting type and he's not particularly appealing. But I mean, clearly Game Freak thought it was good enough to pick as a starter for ZA. And I mean, who knows? Whatever they give to Emboar may end up making him more appealing or something. And it's like, I can't say Chikorita's the least popular starter, because I feel like for every person who doesn't like Chikorita, there's like an equal amount of backing force of diehard Chikorita fans. And it's like, I think people just don't like Chikorita, but like everybody likes Bayleaf. Like, you can't tell me Bayleaf isn't cool as hell. Like, they had back-to-back bangers with middle stage grass evolutions. You got Ivysaur, you got Bayleaf, and then you got Grovyle. Oh my god, Grovyle. One of the coolest to ever do it. And like, this isn't even like a mystery dungeon bias because I haven't played it. So that's not possible. But yeah, no, Bayleaf's cool as hell, and it's like I can't dislike Chikorita. Yeah, she's not saying that's my favorite, but I don't dislike her. Especially because I think that's one of the Pokemon my mom actually likes. And she likes it for a really cute reason. She likes calling it Chicoria, which is like an actual plant. Like, I think it's an Italian crop. I don't know. It's got something to do with Italian. Don't ask me. I can't really think of off the top of my head what exactly it is. But yeah, no, my mom actually likes that Pokemon. With the water effect coming out of Cryogonal, it always made me feel like he's crying. But like from his mouth, so it's weird. Like, are you just ruling? Like, it's in the name Cry, but it's also Cryo, which is like freezing. So I don't know if he's crying or drooling, really. But I think Cryogonal would definitely be a more appealing Pokemon to people if it had variation. Like, I'm not asking for Alcremie levels of variation. Actually, no, I am. I think that would be cool. Having like 90 something forms, but I was thinking like Pavilion level variation. But I think some variation would make the Pokemon more appealing for more people. Because it's like the form Pokemon are pretty well remembered anyways, just for the gimmick of having a form. Some of them are actually decent. Like, I'm pretty sure Pavilion's not bad at all. Now, I also like Pavilion a lot. Oh, it would be so awesome if Pavilion got new forms in ZA. Oh wait, that's true, like Spinda. I mean, I wonder how you could get an algorithm to do Cryogonal. Like, I feel like maybe the Alcremie route is better, so it's like for the parts that stick out, like these, they can have like different shapes, and then the facial patterns, like the rings on them, change. I feel like that's the only thing that really works. Yeah, that would work. That would work. I feel like that would make Cryogonal definitely more appealing to people. Also, maybe if it had like a secondary typing, make it a little bit more interesting. Oh, I messed up on the mouth here. It's fine, I can go through and correct it. Because the mouth is actually in line with the lines. Oh, whoops, I did this on the same layer as the eyes. Okay, that's fine. I wanted this to be on a completely separate layer so I didn't come across any issues, but messing up the eye is not a end of the world type of issue. I mean, I'll never ever come across something like that in this, because I got this cool button called the undo button, and it's a godsend, and sometimes when I'm drawing in real life I actually end up looking for it, and I get upset when I don't find it, because guess what? There's no undo button in real life, and it's probably one of the saddest things ever. So I'm a little pissed off with one of my friends. He, through his work, gets like ticket raffles to go to concerts, and he's now won the raffles twice to go to two bands that I like. He's seen Ghost, and now he's just gone and seen 9 Inch Nails, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Take me with you, for fuck's sake. This is cruel. This is absolutely cruel. You're targeting bands I specifically like. See, I'm a little upset with him for that. I mean, not actually upset. I'm just extremely jealous. All right, we've got that done up. Counting your undos, I feel like would give me a lot of stress because I'd think, damn, I want to keep the counter low, like golf rules. But then again, I just hit the undo button now, so what do I care? I'm gonna keep on pressing that shit. It's there if to help me. I'm gonna make mistakes, and I'm gonna learn from them. And then the other times, I'm just gonna call it bullshit. I just got unlucky. That's all that happened there. Yep, I got unlucky with my circle placement there. I'm not at fault. Don't put that on the counter. Man, so when I was getting that burrito earlier, I noticed this isn't the place I usually go to. It's pretty different. Like, I don't really care for this place exclusively because they don't have shrimp, but this time they had shrimp. But the issue is it's fucking kapow shrimp or whatever it is. It's like something that would kill me if I had it. And that really upset me. It's like, I love getting shrimp in my burrito. Fish is fine too, but I'd rather have shrimp. And so it's just like, seeing that there was like, fuck, dude. We just hate me today. No spice tolerance is genuinely one of the most annoying things ever. Somehow I feel like that's not right. Yeah, no, I didn't get the shrimp. I just got regular ass fish. It was fine. I enjoyed it, but it's just like, I want shrimp. No, I'm not gonna eat the shrimp tatsugiri. He's tired. I'm not eating him. Maybe if it came down to it. Yeah, let me just undo all these. I've done something wrong here. Okay, well, not like that. Let me just get rid of this then. I'm sure there's like a perspective line I can do here. Perspective is definitely something I should practice on more, but you know, maybe we'll just keep them flat. It's flat fuck Monday. What's up, anime? I am going to yoink some colors here for the shiny, and I'll come back to the issue later, because I don't really know how I want this to sit anyways. I do like the colors on shiny Cryogonal, I will say. Like, it's definitely a lot more interesting than base Cryogonal's colors. I don't know how else to describe it other than interesting. Probably because it's more saturated, that's why I like it. I don't like the piss droplets coming out of his mouth. But aside from that, it's a good shiny. Like, for a while when I was getting these random Shalfas, they were all golden, and then the streak eventually got broken by Ursaluna. And it's like, I would still count Cryogonal because he's got the golden piss droplets. And like, that's pretty, it's a pretty big focal point, I will say. Actually, you know what, let me saturate that a little bit. There we go. That looks better like that. It's actually pretty fun coloring this one in. Let me fix that issue it's seeing over there. It's like one of those coloring book things, like digital coloring books. You just go in with the bucket tool and call it a day. Easy work, but still pleasant enough. Drawing is going fine. I'm just suffering a bit of perspective here, but it's not the end of the world. I gotta turn off the back here. I see I've missed a line split here, but you know what? It's fine. I can recover. This is just a weird perspective of how it's going to sit on this Pokemon. Yes, this creature's a Pokemon, believe it or not. I completely blanked out on where the button is to pick screen colors. Yeah, that's what he is this is Cryogonal, and he's a snowflake. And he's got to be one of the more disliked Pokemon out there. But that's fine, we support underdogs here. Alright, let's try this again. Actually, what if I go on with, like, my lines? Hope you, hope you have a good one, Archer, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you for Lethal tomorrow. I think I need to do a perspective practice, is what I'm noticing here. I guess I really haven't been working with, like, really angular places enough to warrant practicing perspective. So, like, this spot should appear as flat. Yeah, that makes sense. And if I approach it like that, I think that works. Yeah, we'll run with that. So I'm out here trying to figure out what I want to do as my Batsu for failing my shiny hunt. And I was thinking, so I'm trying to shiny hunt Skarmory, right? Now that's just a metal bird, but the way its wings fold and kind of how it looks reminds me of paper cranes. So I was thinking maybe I buy like an origami kit and I do a stream where I'm just making origami. That might be an interesting idea. Eevee is a really great Pokemon to know, but I'm not doing Eevee right now. Please don't delete it. Okay, cool. We'll just put you here. I think I need to move everything down a bit. There's still more Pokemon to go. That'll be good. Yeah, nothing new probably. Well, no, that's not what I want to say. I'm saying nothing I'm doing here can compare to that beautiful, beautiful Snorlax you created earlier quality with your Mario Paint stream. That was fire. Yeah, no, that's going in the museum, dude. It's so good. And did you send Vinny your fan art? You chose to forget about? Nah, it's so good. Don't forget. You gotta send Binyat Sponge. I'm sure he'd very much appreciate it. Let's see which one I want to do next. I kind of don't want to do Fortress right now. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't really want to. What else could I do out of this list? Let's size compare between Chandelure, Claydol, and Fortress here. Or I could take an easy one and do Typhlosion. Yeah, ping him directly. Ping him directly. That's a good idea. You should do that. Vinny, look. I made a pretty picture of Sponge. Okay, Claydol is definitely bigger than Fortress. So we'll have to go further in the back. How tall is Typhlosion and Decidueye? 5'7" and 5'03". Okay. Pinto, please, I made Sponge. Please look at Sponge. Please, Bounty, please. Yeah, no, you did actually do some good ones. I'm not trying to like shit on you saying, oh, everything you made was awful. That's not at all what I'm getting at here. No, it's genuine. The Carson turned out so well. You can start sending fan art to Carson now, and your preferred drawing software. I think I want Chandelure maybe behind Fortress. Although Chandelure is actually shorter than Fortress, but I feel like Fortress I could blend into the background a bit better. Alright, I guess I'll just do Fortress then. just gonna hide these two, and then that should be good enough. Create a layer and put them there. Your French outfit? Yeah, you need to stop being French. We don't like those kinds of people. The French. I mean, they're actually fine sometimes. But some of their culture's not fine. Like the whole pissing everywhere and smoking. That's only because I'm jealous. This is like I'm doing a Voltorb here. But actually not at all. This is in fact a fortress. It's a spear, but not quite a spear. We're planning on making a lethal company outfit. See what? Yeah. I would probably suggest doing a lethal outfit a bit more than working on your art outfit, because you've already got the asset made for the art outfit, and we're gonna do so much lethal. So might as well make the suit. I haven't really bothered making myself a suit before. I don't think I will. I can breathe in water. Breathing in space is not a big deal. It's like the same thing. Yeah, dying in space keeps the company happy. I mean, it's like, genuinely, with how dystopian the world of Lethal Company is, are there workplace lawsuits? Is OSHA still a thing, or did they dissolve it? Or just like OSHA not apply to cosmic beings, because we know damn well the company is not a company. It's like a being. I will say I'm very interested to see where Lethal Company's story will go. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'll do here instead of working like that. We'll go over with some darker colors instead here. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'll do another layer above. Actually, that seems a bit high. Bit low like this. And then that would be like as far down as the divots go. Yeah, that works. They probably bought or ate OSHA. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, I want to map out a couple more things, and I'm actually going to work on the detailing. Okay, that was definitely overshot. I think that should end like that. Yeah, that works like that. And then I'll do another bump there. Doing it on the underside is going to be a little bit harder. Just because it seems like just a mass of random jagged rocks. It's interesting looking at Fortress's art and game models. So it's like he looks like a bunch of rocks normally, but then his more recent models have it like very defined. I'll throw up examples on stream here. So like here's his most recent model, right? Well then here's his most recent official artwork. Like it's pretty different. So like the underside's basically the same, with just like a random jagged mess of rock, which is weird because he's a steel type, but like the head is different. And if we refer to even more art, it's very much different. Let me find an example. Okay, I'm not really finding like a really spectacular example, but like this TCG card is pretty in line with this. But then this card that's in like 480p is more in line with this design. So how do I handle the underside? I think I just gotta kind of make something up at this point. Yeah, it is pretty bike helmet like, or safety helmet for like work sites. I think I'll just do like jagged rocks or something. Well, that's not. That's. Oh, that's a transparent brush. Why do I have that? So like rock here, maybe here. Something like that. And then a little bit more here. All right, let's actually get to detailing this. Okay, so the eyes are gonna have the gaps around them. Hold on, why don't we bring our good friend, the symmetry tool right now? That way I can actually be in line for some of this stuff here. That's the wrong layer. Why am I doing that? Okay, well that's not working out quite how I thought it would. Also, I should make that thinner, I think. Okay, well that's still messed up. I'm gonna change the way I'm looking at this canvas, not like that. Did you ever figure out how to do the coloring books in Mario Paint quality? Like, did you look it up or anything? Yeah, okay, the symmetry ruler is actually not working as well as I thought here. So what I can do... Oh, yeah. Scratching this on the throat again. What I can do is turn that off and go back to doing it the way I intended it to do. Wait, don't I have a tool for this? Yeah, like that. And then I can actually just adjust this how I want it to be. I'll change the perspective a little bit. I get this to actually warp. Okay, well I've messed that up now. Nope, send that back. Man, what the fuck? Oh, that still looks weird. Actually... No, that's workable weird. Raise that up. There we go. I think I got it this time. So now what we can do here... Being lazy worked out in the end. And then what I'll do... It's like that, yes, exactly what I want. Actually, I won't really bother to erase those lines. What I will bother is then add another layer of line like this, make sure that's all in line, and then same with this. Kind of like a soft check that my perspective's good. Just gonna make that thicker. Or maybe not. Now we'll correct it. That works, that works. Alright, now what I can do is I can take this shell and just kind of flip it. And then we change the perspective a bit here. Perspective, I don't know why it's not letting me change that shit. Alright, well that didn't do at all what I thought it was gonna do. And now we just make it flip out. Okay. Well, there goes my plan to be lazy. Actually, no, I can still do it. Let's try something out here. Whoa, that didn't do anything. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Oh, God. Definitely not going to work out the way I was doing it before. Okay, we're just going to go back to detailing other spots then. And then we'll make sure that's over there. Awesome, awesome. And now we'll take... what layer is this? Yeah, good enough. Somehow this didn't work out how I thought it was going to. Alright, no, that's fine. Let's just merge that with the layer below. We want to flip this and kind of just mimic the mapping then. That was a big time waster there for sure. Very unoptimal. Oh, this is all on the same layer. Shit. Okay, that's fine. I want this to be like kind of the outermost part of the shell here. We'll do our guiding ring. Actually, you know what? Let's make this a darker color. Make it clearer to me where things are supposed to be positioned. Just like this. There we go. And then we'll go over with this here. Yeah, there we go. That worked out. I just actually had to, you know, not be lazy with it for it to work out. Would have thought. Sometimes being lazy isn't always the play. Alright, now I'm gonna do this other cannon on a different layer here. Somehow that feels like that's too big. What about like this? That works, that works. I want it to be touching both the top and the bottom lines here. That works. Alright, this fortress has been a bit of a struggle, but I believe I have it. Actually, I feel like this Canon's a bit wonky. I'll correct it. Yeah, it should probably be like right about there. Oh shit. Trying to grab my chapstick, but I'm knocking everything over. Alright. Now for the fun part, we're gonna do a couple layers here to make sure this works. That's not what I want. I don't like how undoing restores the opacity of something. I think that's a little silly. Shouldn't do that. So this first circle layer is just going to be the base. And then the next circle layer, I'm actually going to do my eyes. Oh, that's a little off. Maybe what I could do is just get rid of this and copy this other inner eye here. I take the whole thing, duplicate it, slide it over, and then adjust the perspective. Yeah, that works. I should layer this. Sorry, not layer. Name it. So this will be eyes and canon. This will be the base. I don't want to do an object layer. And then this will be my shell. So let's reactivate that beautiful symmetry tool here. Just gonna start with the curve, and then I'm gonna do it like that. That doesn't seem right. Get out of here, my beautiful symmetry tool. Make way for a new, cooler tool. Just slide this down a bit. Actually, you know what? No. Turn that back on. We're making these longer. That's better. No, turn off the fucking symmetry. God, it's so annoying sometimes. There. And now we slide this all the way over to the other side because these are going to be perfectly aligned with each other. And then I think what I'll actually do is I'll do the band going through the middle now that I've got the eyes in. Oh, fuck. Alright. Set that there. Deselect it. Take all this and push it somewhere else. Great. That's good enough. Cool, cool. And now we can move this down and then do a little bit of adjustment. Almost got it there. Actually, I'll make this a little bit thicker here. There. That does not feel very central with everything else here. Now the little divot. There we go. Oh, actually an idea to make this a bit easier on myself. There we go. Easy cleanup. All right, now we do this cannon. And I'll slide this over now that I've made sure it's to the same scale as the other cannons. And then we'll do this here. Erase that line, this one too. Connect that up, that way you know it's part of the same thing, and then I want to go over and erase this line. Now, for the fun part, and by the fun part, it's the part I don't really want to do, it's the shell. We can use a lot of guidelines here to help. like that. Lots more of some straight lines here. You're on a elliptical. I read that as an epilepsy list, and it's like, what the fuck do you mean an epilepsy list? How did I put you on an epilepsy list, dude? It's like this. Maybe Vampire Survivors would put you on the list. Yeah, I bet it's the best way to watch something. Like, did you mount your phone to it, or you just got a screen in it? Because that'd be interesting if you just mounted your phone on it and you're going so fast it's shaking the entire fucking machine. Yeah, no, I know what elliptical is, but I read it as epilepsy list, and it gave me serious pause. I guess it's because I don't see the word elliptical too often, but I do see epilepsy. I mean, I don't see that one often either, but I do see epilepsy. Because I am the creator of epilepsy. I caused it. That's right. I'm the reason why you're no fun at parties. Not actually. I'm not responsible for epilepsy at all. I can't take credit for something I didn't make. That'd be wrong. I had a friend who was epileptic. Never seen him go into shock or anything, but it was always something to be careful about. He was a big fan of the Super Mario Super Show, so you know he never turned into a Goomba. I'm gonna go through and erase the base a little bit here, just so I can see what I'm doing. Once and for all these angular ones, it's gonna get so much easier. He had physical copies of it. He brought it into school for us to watch. It was awesome. He even know how to do the Mario. It's just, it was kind of unfortunate because at the time I was way more into Sonic than I was into Mario. So like I didn't really care too much about the Super Mario Super Show. I mean, I watched it, but I'd rather see like Sonic Set AM, right? Yeah, yeah. You want me to go rob his house real quick? I can go get it from him. I mean, I haven't spoken to him in like a decade, but yeah, I can go rob him. Yeah, that was the Sonic show. It's the iconic Robotnik that says Pingus. That one. That was a cool era for TV shows when they had to put like educational content in there to be aired. Wish they still did that with TV nowadays, like the PSAs, because unironically, kids would benefit from those PSAs. Because like we think they're just like common sense, but I genuinely feel like the current generation would benefit so much from them. Like even just like basic internet safety isn't taught anymore, which is mind-boggling, because it's like for me growing up, internet safety was really hammered home as like if you don't do this, you're gonna fucking die, your parents are gonna be robbed, shit like that. And it's like kids these days completely go against everything I've learned. They post their names and faces online. It's crazy. Just trying to figure out how to do this part on the helmet. Well, it's not just like about parents. Like it's good parents actually bothered to educate the kids. No, it's about like schools and TV as well. Like all you see on TVs these days is sex and violence. Like how's that gonna be helpful? We need some traditional family values. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you understand what I'm getting at here. Although it's funny that Family Guy also has violence. You know what? Since Melon forced me to watch Thomas with him, I should force him to watch Family Guy with me. Or Simpsons or something like that. I think that would be funny, forcing him to sit down and watch that. Not like it's a bad thing to force him to watch. Like I can force him to watch the Super Mario Super Show and I don't think he'd complain. Hell, I don't he'd complain about watching Sad AM either. Okay, yeah, I will. If and when we get to that, I will get you in on that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've only ever seen a few episodes of Family Guy. The same goes for Simpsons, because I was never really allowed to watch it growing up. So if you have like a recommendation on what the best seasons are, that'd be cool. That's crazy. You're not watching The Simpsons with Vinny? I can't believe he's going through The Simpsons like it's a fucking anime, going season by season. Like, I just think that's really funny that he's doing that. There's a ridiculous amount. And it's like, genuinely, shows like that are going to be produced until some of the voice cast dies, I think. Because I don't think they're going to stop if the writers die. It's all about the voices. Like, is he really Homer if he doesn't have his voice, you know? Or like Marge is so, her voice is so iconic and very hard to do an impression of. Like, you gotta get really raspy with your voice to be able to do Marge. I am curious if there's like weird ass parents who have, because it's like you get people who name their kids after certain media, but how much you want to bet that there is a kid who is unironically named after a Simpsons character? I mean, of course it's unironic because it's a name, but it's like someone has to be purposefully named after a Simpsons character. Like, yeah, you can pass Lisa and Homer off the easiest, but someone out there is going to be called fucking, like, they're going to be called Bart. Like, someone has to be. And I just think that's wild. No, I haven't heard of anyone named Bart either, but it's bound to happen. I definitely know someone named Lisa, and the only Homer I know is a Fire Emblem character, Homer, and he might predate Simpsons Homer. I'd have to check. But at the very least, it's most certainly not a reference. Because it's fucking Fire Emblem. That's Japanese. There's no way Simpsons was big in Japan at that point in time. Like, this was a Super Famicom game, so take that how you will. Just gonna purposely put dents in the shell here. Just for detailing's sake. I mean, Barge would also be a interesting name. Yeah, don't push yourself too hard, quality. I mean, it's good to do a little bit of movement for sure. But that's the tricky thing about exercising is you can't push yourself too hard or else you do actually risk passing out. So yeah, do what you can, and I mean, like, even just a half an hour is pretty solid for one exercising. Ooh, that is my actual pen I picked up there. Is about to start drawing with my real pen instead of my drawing tablet pen. Well, just rip them out. You don't need them, right? Rip them out, give them a massage. Maybe that'll make you feel better. Don't ask how to put them back in. That's up to you to figure that part out. True. Yeah, your cable management is shit. You need to fix that. But like is it like just your veins or like your whole hand? Because I don't know how to help you with vein pain. I mean, I don't know who would. But I can give you input on how to help with like hand cramps. Maybe consider cooling off your hand, so like stick it in some ice or hold on to an ice pack wherever you get the pain from. Like maybe that'll help you. Just an idea though. Let's see. I did want all of them like central, like to actually fit into the canvas. but I don't think that's gonna happen. So if I just save it like that, you don't cut off, great. So maybe I'll move cryogonal over a bit. Quickly running out of space here. I think I'll do one more. Yeah, let me know if it works out for you. I wanted an easy one to do here, so I'm going to switch to doing Typhlosion when I should be doing like a Chandelure, but I could do like Clay Doll and Chandelure floating somewhere. I just don't feel like I have enough space here. But whatever. Typhlosion's so cute. I very much like the big badger. Like, he's just the cutest guy. Look at this screenshot from the anime. He's so cute. Oh, he's such a little guy. Oh, no, the Oshawa is still awesome. No, absolutely. I fully agree with you on that. You know, but it's like, Typhlosion's like my favorite fire starter. Oshawtt's my favorite, like the whole line when I say Typhlosion. The whole Typhlosion line, I love it. Cyndaquil's the cutest, and then Oshawtt's my favorite water starter line, and then Rowlet's my favorite grass. Yeah, there's like one that I can think of. And he's pretty funny. His shiny shit, but he's funny in the sense of what he is. So this is Kamala, and his trait is that he's got a unique ability called comatose. So basically, the game treats him as if he's always asleep. So it's like, he's not actually asleep. He can still use actual moves, but the game registers him as always asleep. So it's like, you can use moves like Snore and Sleep Talk, for example. But he's also still affected by like moves that are supposed to wake up the target or do additional damage if there's got a stats condition, like Wake Up Slap, Dream Eater, Nightmare, or Hex. He was introduced in Gen 7. It's just like you for real, for real. The shiniest shit though, you gotta see this. So here's what it normally looks like. Here's its shiny. The only thing that changes about it is the log. It just picked a different color of wood to cuddle. Like, that's so lame. Like, that's not even part of the Pokemon. It's just got a log. I think that's dull. All right, let's draw our cute little Typhlosion. He's a badger. I'm gonna just hide these guys in front here. I don't think I've actually drawn Typhlosion before. I'm just trying to think, how do I want my pose to go here? because I still want it to be cute. Let me see here. That may be too big of a head. Oh, that's the completely wrong color, no wonder. I was like, hey, why the fuck does this look weird? I'll do the snout later. Or maybe I should do it now. Kind of making a Duke Lava's pose a little bit here, which is his pre-evolution. I'll have to actually get rid of the Tatsugiris here too. He's just a little guy. Yeah, no, stop looking up your symptoms. Like sometimes my veins and my wrists start throbbing and it's not, you're not dying, you're okay. It's just your blood pressure may be a bit too high, but you otherwise need to like cool off. I don't know if you got a history of diabetes or anything, but I don't, like, don't look up what you're experiencing. If your veins hurt, just cool them down and report back later. Like if you still have a bit of pain, depending on where it is, like take your thumb or take 2 fingers and just rub circles into it. Gentle circles, because it's like if you've got blood that you want to keep moving, just put your arm down or wherever it is, just rub those circles in. This is not professional medical advice, by the way. This is just like personal suggestions. I am not liable for anything here. Oh, yeah. I mean, if this persists for a while, I will say seek medical attention. Like, go to your local doctor and talk to them about it. But that's all I can really say here for you. But yeah, I have a family member who swears by the internet is like the best medical professional, and it's like, no, it's not. And it's like, especially now with AI, you should not trust the internet for this sort of thing. Giving him the anteater nose, but I don't even mean to. Hey, what's up, Stupid Studios? Hope you're having a good one. I'm trying to draw Typhlosion right now. Well, like, she was doing this for the longest time. I don't know if she still does it. She probably does. I'm just trying to figure out how to do the head here, and that's kind of giving me a bit of grief. Just because it's like I can't do like a dog or a cat snout for it. The forehead is part of the snout here, and it does hook down a bit. And it's like I kind of wish I had a physical figure here to help me with it. Because having a physical figure would have been nice, and it's like I really wish I found fuck, I'm knocking over all my stuff now suddenly. My posable, so I have like a posable Samurott figure, but they also had a posable Typhlosion. I figured, okay, Typhlosion is pretty unpopular. I should be able to find it at a later point in time. I never fucking found it again. And like that upsets me, because I would have loved to have had that. Like I've got a few posable figures on my desk, and that'll be really helpful for when I had to do them, like Tyranitar. I've got a posable one here. Although interestingly, the head shape is pretty similar, so I'm actually looking at my Tyranitar here. Maybe I should change the ears, because I do want one flopping over, but one standing upright, because I feel like that'd be cute. I think Typhlosion's cute, so I want him to look cute. This might work. I feel like this is like a more mocking pose than anything. Maybe I need to maybe have it like that and then closed mouth, I guess. But I do want an overbite here because I think that'd be cute. Oh yeah, this guy's so cute. Okay, I'm getting confused on what color I need to use here. I'm just gonna go over in this green instead. Oh my god, he's so cute. Yep, this is exactly what I want. I'm just gonna make the jaw a little bit smaller. And I do want the flame on because I think that would be cool. This is just a regular Typhlosion, so I won't try to make the flame too swirly. but I still want it to be natural because flames aren't usually so sharp. I wish I could kind of reflect, I wish Cobblemon had like more distinct personalities for the Pokemon. So I kind of like give them my own personalities. Like for me, my Typhlosion is a big sweetheart. He loves going for walks. He's only so nice because he was abandoned, because this was one of the ones I bought. So I don't want the eyes to be too sharp. I still want him to be loving. Because I'm sure he loves me. And I feel like the snow is still wrong. Hold on. Maybe this will make it go better. Yeah, I'm being very inconsistent. This has got to be the most sloppy sketch I've ever done. You know what? Here's the solution. There. Now it's a lot clearer what's going on here. No, I don't want to give it like the eyelashes. That's not what I want. Oh my god, he's so cute. I'd like taking him for walks. He's a very good walker. So like maybe I'll make the pose like mid-step or something. That'll be good, yeah. Or maybe it could just be an idle stance, because I feel like the step isn't really working out too much. I hate how Typhlosion's reputation was ruined by those, by the leaks, the Terra leak. And it's like, it's not even something that's canon, and people have let that ruin their impression of Typhlosion. And like, you shouldn't let something that's not canon ruin your impression of a Pokemon. But that's just my perspective. And it's like, how come people don't hate slacking more because of the same leaks? Because slacking was pretty weird too in those. I won't repeat back what happened, but it's just your standard folk tale meant to scare people away from doing certain things. Well, it's disproven exclusively by the fact that they were never implemented in anything, so they're not canon at all. So it's like, with the leak, you have a lot of scrapped content with the games. You have like characters' beta sprites and how they were initially planned to look. And it's like, you can't tell me that this character is canonically this if this plan was scrapped for them. But it's like proper reference sheets on character backgrounds and origins. Now, those obviously were never meant to see, but they still hold weight. So it's like some of the bios we've gotten about the Gen 5 gym leaders, I feel like those are in fact canon because they talk about their backgrounds. And it's like, yeah, the backgrounds aren't going to really be shown in the game, but it's still good information to have, and it helps the designers will make their designs. No, that looks a little weird. Oh, such a cute little guy. I would make him into a bit of a chunky monkey, but I won't. He's fine how he is. Okay, that is way too sharp. There we go. Sometimes making the curves just doesn't work quite right with the tool, depending on how sharp the angle you want to take is. What a silly little badger. No, I won't do that. Usually, like, I do like to add extra fluff to things that aren't usually drawn as fluffy, because that's me detailing it. But, like, in this case, aside from, like, the top of the head and the cheeks, I don't think I will. Because that just feels a little weird. You know, I think the way I initially did the foot looks better. Got the foot kicked out of the side. Is this too big, I wonder? Actually, yeah, that does seem a little big. Maybe I'll do something a little different here. We'll just do the base of the legs here first, and then we'll try a different approach for the feet. What we could do... No, not like that. That is definitely a little too weird, and I don't like how I corrected that line. I'm gonna go around with my curve again. So what I kind of want to do here is like make it look like he's kind of standing on his toes. Like that. But I should probably make them a little sharper than that because he does have the claws. So what I'll do is like that. Yeah, there we go. That foot still looks a little weird. Not gonna make that look better. Maybe I'll just focus on the hands first moment here. Oh, he's got a little tiny paws. Something I love about my cats, well, mostly Abby, is she will hold my finger when I present it to her. And I bet Typhlosion would do the same. I mean, granted, he's like human size, so he'd be able to fully hold my hand, but I bet he could hold my finger. He's a little silly guy. And it'd be really cute. I'm just actually gonna raise the shoulder up a bit. There we go, that's good. Yeah, this works, this works. I figured it out. Yep, that works. Alright, now to color steal. Let me pull up a shiny. There we go. Now I can steal colors from that. That is the wrong layer. I didn't make a new layer. God damn it. Can't really tell what color Typhlosion's eye is, so I'm just gonna go with like a brown. Yeah, that'll do. Let's fix up those lines. Then we'll do the base color for the flames. Oh, I should probably correct that too over there. Just gotta make sure I fix any bleeding. That looks good. And now what we'll do is we'll go in and properly layer the flames. So we want to do yellow as the innermost part where the fire is going to be lightest. So I don't want it to travel too far past the neck, but like a little bit of distance is perfectly fine. Okay, that feels too far right there. I think coloring fires, oh, that is the wrong color. I think coloring fire can be pretty fun sometimes. It's just a bit of struggle to get it right. But like your line's gotta be pretty wavy because fire is always moving. I think that's a big suggestion I want to give when telling someone how to draw fire. And then I want to go in with like some streaks of darker color, like a bit of red, more so towards the edges. This will be blended in a lot better later. But obviously it's like a lot more dynamic for the fire to have detailing like this. You know what? Do it like that, and then I'll add the lighter tone. Even lighter. Just a little bit though. And then when I go to render that will all be blended in. So it'll actually look half decent. Now to put this away in a folder. And and then reposition where he's at. Right about there, and then we can have Decidueye beside him. Alright, I think that will be the last of what I do today. So we got we got halfway through the flat colors for all the mons I've listed out. So what do I have planned for tomorrow? Let me see. Oh yeah, Lethal Company tomorrow. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and joining in and participating in chat. I will see you guys tomorrow for some modded Lethal Company. Thanks for watching. See ya.